Welcome to Track Record here in Madison, Alabama. This is episode 21. We're going back to back with Jordan's. Jordan Bray, if you didn't watch the last episode, I'm here today with Jordan Urrutia from Bob Jones High School. Class of 2024, he's a one-time state champion in 200. He's run 10:59, 100, 21, 21, 200, and 48:07. In the 400, you are our first track-only person. Not a distance guy, just you are a sprint guy here. So, Jordan, we're excited. Thank you for having me here.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'm going to get right to it, right to the drama, really. But I was talking about you last year and to some friends, and I said, don't count out my guy, Jordan Urrutia from Bob Jones. And we never met. But anyways, Huntsville loyalty right here. And they were like, well, he's not that good. And I was like, okay, there's some truth to that. At about this time, you were good, not proven yet.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to go right to state. I feel like there was a big shift at the outdoor state meet last year.
Mm-hmm.
You run 21-21. You win your first ever state championship in the 200. Let's talk through the whole weekend. You were 6th in the 100, 2nd in a really close 400, and then you won in the 200 to cap it off. So talk about the whole weekend. I feel like that was your coming onto the scene.
Yeah. So I would say like even just the shift from indoor to outdoor last year, I just had like a new mindset. Like I literally PR'd every time I ran the 400 in outdoor last year. But I don't know, like the 100, it wasn't that consistent last year. We're gonna get that better.
Yeah.
But that 400, he got me like 300ths of a second. So
Yeah.
I just had to win that 200.
That's Demarion Gardner, which we hope to get on here eventually. But you got him back in the 200.
Yep.
What was the feeling like coming off second place in the 400 to then going into 200? You know, you got beat at the line basically. How do you like avenge yourself?
Mm-hmm. I just thought like in my mind I can't lose again to anyone.
Yeah.
Especially he was right there. So I just had that mentality of I'm gonna win.
Well, take me, the distance runner, through that 200.
Mm-hmm. So I think I was in lane 4 because I had the fastest time coming in. I remember got out, and then usually I know like when I first get out, like the first few steps when I when I come out my drive phase, if I'm like in a good position, and then I saw I was like gaining on the people to the outside, and I was like, okay, I'm good, it's gonna be good. So we go around the curve, still good, I'm gaining, and then we come off the curve, I'm like in the front, and I'm just like, yeah, I got it, and then I'm kind of like a top speed guy.
Yeah.
The longer legs, so
Yeah.
I just cruise on.
Okay, so let's talk about long legs. I feel like the 100 is definitely the weaker of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
You were 3rd in the prelims at state. You come back for 6th,
Mm-hmm.
which, you know, that's running the prelims and finals. You're going to have kind of highs and lows. But have you worked on your starts to get better to get your shot and speed quicker?
Yeah, I definitely worked on start. You can see it in the 60 times.
Yeah, don't spoil it. We're getting there.
I got you. But yes, definitely. I will definitely be more consistent this year.
Yeah. So what was the focus coming out of state, outdoor state, into the summer and then into the fall?
So like actually I didn't know I used to play football.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know I could. After state, I initially decided I was still gonna play football, but then I don't know, a few weeks later talked it over, I did it. So it was really just to get stronger and more explosive and just stay healthy throughout the off season.
Yeah. I have heard rumors of what a Bob Jones beach trip is like.
Mm-hmm.
It looks extravagant to me. It looks like the coaches ball out at Bob Jones. Y'all had the private beach house, I think, with the private pool, and they got some 5-star chefs, coaches at Bob Jones. But how fun is the Bob Jones beach trip?
It's really fun. We got the little beach house. Previous year we had condos. We had the beach house. But before while state is going on, it's all business, and then that day after is when you can let loose and have fun. And I actually had to go back literally in the morning of the day after, so I didn't really get to enjoy the beach last year. I had to go take the calculus AP exam.
That sucks.
But
student athletes.
Yep. But the year before it was fun, definitely. Going on the beach.
Well, as fun as it is at the beach, you take the L in the 400. That's really sad. Second place in the 400, and then you still got to focus, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys. So how do you like balance the fun versus I want a business trip, basically?
I think just going into it, you just have to remind yourself and Coach Jay and remind everyone that we're not there to party or have fun on the beach.
Right.
They're there for a track meet,
Right.
to get it done. Then you can do all that and let loose. So
Yeah.
I think just keeping that mentality.
Sure. All right, we mentioned indoor, and last year, well, indoor specifically the 60. Last year you never broke 7, and this year you opened up a 696 and a 691 all before Christmas. Then we're talking at Icebreaker, you know, you even pulled up a little bit, and you still won sub 7 again. So, what has changed in the 60 specifically? You mentioned explosiveness, but maybe more specifically.
I think just like the first, like the get out of my like first 5 steps, I definitely improved on that. Just getting like the angles right on coming out and starting. And then also my Coach Parker, he literally always hounds me about not breaking 7 or whatever. Just how he's better than me when he was in high school. You know he's not. But he just loves to talk, so that fuels me more too.
Well, we should talk about Coach Parker real quick. It was sometime in the fall. A FedEx driver comes down my parents' street, and I was like, no big deal, right? I'm shooting basketball in the driveway, and he stops, and this guy gets out, and it's Coach Parker, right? And so basically, Coach Parker was like, hey, you got to interview my boy Jordan. So we can shout out to the FedEx driver for hooking us up here today. Coach Parker also, if you didn't know, in the spirit of football in the AFC Championship, supposedly has more career all-purpose yards than Lamar Jackson than when he was at Louisville. It sounds like he lets you know that kind of stuff
loves
too.
It,
Yeah. But anyways, great athlete, now a great coach another athlete. So, also indoor in the 400, you start off, you get a 48-17, which is almost matching your outdoor PR, right? So you're in a good spot with 3 months to go of outdoor, or really if you run into the summer, even more. So I feel like you're in a great spot. The momentum's rolling, I would say. How much do you think about the upcoming state championships and trying to get that first individual indoor state championship?
I feel like it's right there, the 60 and the 400. It should definitely.
Right. Currently ranked 2 in the 60, 690 to 691, and then first in the 400, all classifications in the 400. So, it's there, but what's it going to take?
Just executing.
Yeah.
Show up there and do my race.
Yeah.
It should be.
All right, let's do it. Watch it on Mile Split, February 2nd or 3rd. I'm not sure what day. Here we go. 3rd, okay. How does again, I'm a distance runner. How does a sprinter stay motivated during cross country season?
So before I had football to do through the summer and the fall, and this year, it's been difficult because I had some setback just in the off season. I obviously didn't do football, but at the end of August, I had COVID. Then in September, I had to get this thing removed off my back, so that was a few weeks. And then also I got my wisdom teeth taken out a few months later, so I had to I missed a little over a month in total.
Yeah.
But I guess just thinking about my goals and what I want to accomplish keeps me motivated.
Are you self-motivated?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's your favorite meet or your most memorable race aside from the state championships?
Yeah, definitely sectionals of last year. Just besides just the running, all the meet and stuff. My teammates know the Popeyes incident, but
we gotta share. You can't say that. Come on,
I can't share.
You can't share. All right, that's fine. Off camera.
Yeah, I got you. But then also in that 4x4, we had one of our dudes went down. He couldn't run, so we had to get on an alternate. And Colt, he did good. And before that, our PR was 320. And then this dude from Huntsville, John David Green, he had the baton a few second lead, and then I'm anchored. I got it, and then I ended up passing him around 300, and then I split a 46 something.
Okay.
And we went 319 with our alternate, so that was very
right. As that same group of guys back this year?
Yeah, all of them except our lead off Jordan. He
Okay.
runs the South now.
Gotcha. Okay. Is there any feeling like a 4x4, like winning a 4x4? It feels like it's the most hyped event probably. I don't know. I'm not a 4x4 guy, but
yeah, I think that's the best, especially when you walk someone down.
right,
yeah,
right,
definitely.
and it's sectionals too.
Yeah.
What is your favorite event on the track? 1, 2, or 4?
2.
Okay.
Two.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, that's a curveball, but because I definitely assumed it was going to be a 1 or the 4.
Mm-hmm.
But what's your dream 4x4 lineup?
Mm-hmm.
You're the anchor,
So,
and this includes professionals.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would. I don't exactly know the list. I would definitely say Wade Van Niekerk,
Mm-hmm.
Michael Johnson.
Yep.
And then, honestly, I'm like Fred Curley and like early professional days we ran the 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
So take Wade Van Niekerk, Michael Johnson, and Fred Curley. Take something off of each of them and give it to yourself.
I say, Fred Curley. He's like the fastest out of all of them. So I guess I don't know his speed. They're all fast.
Sure.
That makes sense. Michael Johnson, he hit his splits like he went like 21-2 and then like a 21-high. So that just endurance is crazy. And then Wade, I would say his grit and work ethic, because I know he tore his ACL the year after.
Still running at the high level now.
And then he came back almost not quite where he used to be.
Right. Yeah. All right. I like it. We want that. We need that athlete one day. One day, right?
Yep,
It's gonna be you. Yeah.
Yep.
What's the hardest event that you run?
400.
Okay. When does it get hard? When does that monkey jump on your back? That's what they say,
Yeah, I would say the last 100. Whenever I was like, even like in 10th grade, it used to be like I wasn't, I guess, as good of a 400 runner like at the 200 mark. But I've also always had like a strong finish. But I definitely say that last 100.
Yeah.
It seems like the finish line getting further away.
Yeah, because I can't get there quick enough. What's your favorite track workout you've ever done?
I say whenever we do some I like speed endurance. So like maybe like 4 150s all out, full rest.
Okay. What's full rest for a sprinter?
It depends on the
distance, in that situation.
But that'll probably be like 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, gotcha. And to counter that, what's the hardest workout you've ever done?
So we have this hill that's like across the street from our school in the neighborhood. It's probably like maybe 300 meters in total, and it's like half of it's flat and the other half of it's up. But like at the beginning of the season, we'll do that 10 times.
Okay.
Yes.
Run up, walk down, and then do it again? Dang.
Yes.
I've actually seen that hill on Instagram, and to be honest, it doesn't look that steep, but I know that's just perception.
Yes, it is. When you get there,
right, the video, you're like, okay, there's nothing of that, but I'm sure it's sure much harder. Taking it way back, what got you in the track?
So actually, when I was in 6th grade, because we moved here in 6th grade.
Where'd you move from?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
Yep. I had told my mom I was gonna do track, but I don't know, I never did. I played soccer and basketball, but I never did track. I don't know why. And then came here, and my stepdad, he's one of the coaches, and then he was already coaching ball zone, going to ball zone. We were at that time in middle school.
Okay.
So then I just decided to join the track.
Yeah, that's cool. Did not know you were from Louisville. That makes sense of some certain things. Wearing the Ole Miss sweatshirt. You committed to run there next year. Why? First off, where else were you looking? And then why Ole Miss specifically?
So like I narrowed it down to Ole Miss and Louisville, but also looking at like Alabama State, South Alabama, Miami, let's see, and Alabama.
Okay.
They came all late, but Ole Miss just cause like obviously they're in the SEC.
Yep.
They have the facilities, the academics, they treat the athletes well, and also their coach is kind of newer. He's like third or fourth.
Okay.
And he's a younger coach. I kind of get along with his philosophy and the things he preaches, and then also they're not really known for their sprinting.
No, the distance for sure.
So definitely going in there to try to change the narrative with the help of the distance, it could definitely be a contender for an NCAA title.
Yeah.
And then also, like, all their sprinters are seniors, so it's a
Okay.
good first
So,
new
yeah,
slate.
that'd be cool. Can you break down a little more the facilities, like what's stood out about the facilities, and then when you say they treat the athletes right,
Mhm.
some more details. Just anyone who watching who might be like, what does a visit look like?
Yeah.
All this.
So we got in there. We talked to the lady. They have whatever. Cause I'm gonna major in mechanical engineering.
Okay.
They have numerous like internship opportunities. We have a lady that will set that up for you,
Yeah.
no matter what your degree, what you're looking to go into,
That's cool.
and then also the world of NIL too. She
Yeah.
sets that up too. We went to a football game.
That's cool.
When
At the
we played,
Grove, yeah.
yeah, when we played Texas A&M at the Grove, the big tailgating spot.
That's cool.
But then just like they have their locker room. I haven't really seen any track locker room, but it was just just more than what I was expecting. They have like a whole athlete hangout place where like you can hang out, they have TVs, couches, some games, and like personal, not personal, but for the athletes, like nutrition thing.
Dang.
And then in the weight room, they have a whole nutrition bar. They have a nutritionist, weight room person, a nice weight room. Yeah.
That's cool. A lot different than what I had at Sanford. Had it nice at Sanford, but that sounds even nicer. That's the D1 or Power 5 money. But you mentioned NIL? Does she set up NIL deals for you, or does she kind of like manage if you have an NIL deal?
I would say she may be able to talk to some people about like certain NIL deals. Obviously, you have to perform to get that. Yeah. But I guess she would more like help you with the process.
Yeah. What's your dream NIL deal?
I don't know. I haven't even thought about that.
Okay.
Really.
Yeah.
I have to think about that.
If you know the answer at the end of this, let me know. Where were we? Okay, what was the difference maker in Louisville or Ole Miss over Louisville?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was the deciding factor?
I guess, I guess what I just could picture myself being in the future and where I could picture myself succeeding. Not that I couldn't at Louisville, but definitely that. And then it was like surprising to some people because my mom went there, my aunt, my uncle, my dad, and my stepdad. They all went to Louisville. But they didn't really, wherever I saw fit.
Sure. No, you have to go where you think best. Now, we talked last year, maybe did an Athlete of the Week article with you, and you said you used to wear a Louisville shirt as your pre-meet ritual. Can't do that anymore, right? No, so how has that changed? Do you wear an Ole Miss shirt now, or you just scrap that all together?
No, I wear the same shorts. We just have with our state shirt from last year.
Yeah.
I wear that now.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you couldn't be seen with the Louisville one on.
Yeah.
When did you know you were going to pursue track instead of football?
I would say a few weeks after state last year, because I was gonna plan on doing both in college.
Yeah.
Excuse me, but I would say a few weeks after state, talked it over, and had to tell my football coach.
Yeah.
He tried to get me to stay, come back, show some of the colleges that were pursuing me for football. But,
right. And you gotta do what's best for you eventually. Who is in that circle of people you talked amongst?
I would say my mom, dad, and stepdad.
Okay. Yeah. Which of your track coaches has been the most influential on you as an athlete?
My stepdad.
Really?
Yeah, Coach Walker.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. Take me through an average school day with Jordan Urrutia. It is 2:30 or so. So you probably should. A normal person would be in school right now. Take me through an average school day as a senior at Boston.
So like this semester, I only have 2 classes. I have AP Stats and then art after. And then right now I'm in PT for my hamstring, but usually I'll just come here, eat something and go to practice. But I will start going 4th block, practicing the 4th block and then lifting after. But I got to school at 11:30. So
yeah, that's nice. Now in the morning, are you waking yourself up? Is someone else waking you up? Like, is your mom waking you up, or are you getting up on your own?
It just kind of depends, cause like I don't know. I found myself like sleeping through my alarm sometimes, but She'll hold me accountable.
Gotcha. And what's your go-to breakfast before school?
Just some like, really I like some like eggs and some bacon, just in a tortilla with some salsa.
Okay, pretty easy. Yeah, easy going. I've been doing this with every athlete, and the goal is to bring in your teammates into this interview. And the last one I did with Jordan Bray, we added in. I'm gonna ask you a question, then I'm gonna talk. You're gonna tie it to your teammate. Okay. So, what's your favorite football team, first of all, and then which of your track teammates could make a stop on their starting quarterback?
If I'm gonna be honest, my favorite team is still Louisville.
Okay.
We went 10-2, but our starting quarterback, Jack Plummer, he was not it.
No.
So really, anyone could stop him. he stopped himself.
All right, now, but for Louisville and AFC Championship, who's stopping Lamar Jackson?
No one.
No one? Not at all. Are they winning the Super Bowl?
Who?
Is the
Ravens? Definitely, yes.
Okay, not even close.
Definitely.
Can we end the Taylor Swift stuff?
Yeah, please.
Please. What was the number one song on your Spotify review last year? And then which teammate could best cover the song?
I think it was MOTW by Gunna, and like you mean like writer like?
No, just the best singer cover of it.
Oh, okay. That would be tough. I would say I don't know. I'm just gonna go with like Elijah or Z.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
We need to see this video sometime. Okay. What was the last movie you watched, and then which teammate would be the main character?
I think the last movie I watched, we were off of school this whole week, like Friday, and for some reason I want to say Corbin. Okay.
All right, Corbin, you're the main actor in Friday. What was your go-to social media on your phone?
Probably TikTok.
Okay. What is your last teammate you sent a DM to?
Probably Sam.
Okay.
Probably some TikTok.
Yeah.
Sam.
And if you could get a date with any celebrity, who would it be? Then who would be your limo driver for that date?
She's not even really a celebrity.
Yeah, dream date.
Madison Nicole is Jameer Gibbs' girl.
Okay, yeah.
But I would say.
So who you trust in the driver limo? It's a trust thing. Really.
Okay. I would trust Caleb Johnson.
Okay.
I trust him.
All right. He's got to pick you up. He's got to mind his own business.
Yeah.
If you could do high school track all over again, what would you change?
I think everything's happened for a reason.
Sure.
But I would say try to just cherish moments with like past people that have already gone.
Yeah.
Gone to college into a next chapter in their life. Just cherish those moments.
Is there anyone specific that you wish you had cherished more, maybe?
Maybe not specific, but I guess 10th grade year. I guess just that whole year, just trying to take it in more.
Sure. Who is somebody that in the Alabama high school scene that kind of brings out your best side every time?
I have to say DeMarion.
You're right. Yeah. Hopefully we'll see that rematch soon. And I got 2 more questions, but what are some final time goals for the rest of the season through May, or through really outdoor or summer track?
Yeah. So indoor, I want to run 6'8" low at state, and then 47 low at least.
Yeah.
I should have been doing that, but anyways, and then going into outdoor, really 10 to 20 mid, and at least 46 low.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All doable. Last question: who next on the track record for an interview? One of your Bob Jones teammates, and then somebody from Alabama high school.
I would say Olivia, my sister, but you can do her like next year. We'll see.
Perfect. You know what time? Yeah.
But I would say Sam, and then
what's Sam's last name?
Johnson. Sam Johnson.
Okay.
And then for just high school, either DeMarion or Ryan Williams.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Well, Jordan, thanks for the time. It's been fun.
Thank you.
This is Jordan Urrutia, Bob Jones High School, Ole Miss commit, and catch him at the state championships in 2 weeks.